Alright, I guess we're... What happened last time? We got stuck. You will be fine and Nick can prove it. I kind of wish you would check with me first. There's always a way to put it back together. I showed him the pot. I remember that. The sacred urn. Desi was found it. She always loved you. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Ah, there you are. Oh, give me a second. Miss Delight, give me a second. Alright. Miss Delight. You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? Or is she actually just wholesome? I had no idea you'd quit KB security. Thrown out. I never imagined that you were really mask either. Miss Delight, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you? He might. Nope. Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast that there's no way he could ever get away. But didn't you say that you hated criminals? Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective. I see. My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. Right, okay, she's weird. I just love a man who's so chivalrous. Chivalrous? I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement. Desi. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you? Nicky boy. Yes? I am really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Oh, well, take care of yourself and please pay me. You too, Nicky boy. Gulp, I can feel my face going red. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, congratulations. Talk about bad timing, my face is all red. Great. Mr. Nick, how could you, with another man's wife in front of Mystic Maya? Whatever, I'll never forgive you, never ever. Great. Incredible. Well, so just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together. But I know that's not true. Yep. I mean, just look. Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. Is it though? Is the pot better? I guess the relationship is better. Pot is not really. Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. The end. Stolen Turnabout, and then we have Recipe for Turnabout. Is Maya made now? A brand new episode has been added. A Recipe for Turnabout. Save your progress, please do. Override the previous save and begin the next one. Oh, in court. That's enough. This court sees no reason to prolong the trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. Ooh. The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned coffee cup. No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. I saw... Lies? I saw someone else there. A man. He is the real killer. Saw me? Kinda looks like me. Spiky haired. Put in some poison in the coffee cup. Why won't anyone believe me? Oh, it's pain. Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, won't you, Mr. Wright? This court finds a defendant guilty. What the hell, I just lose? This court is adjourned. Is it a dream? What the hell, that's the end screen. Did I actually lose a case? January 6, 10:03 a.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. I lost to Payne. Ah, the start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world. I bet it does, Maya. So, I have decided that our resolution should be Swari, take on the world. What do you think? Sure, whatever, Maya, but I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. Never. You've got to eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game. Hey, pal. What the hell, Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe. Happy New Year, Detective. Likewise. Now listen up, right? Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation. Yeah, me too. Alright, pal, you've got some explaining to do. Have you got a holiday present for me, detective? A what? What? Well, here, have this. It's nothing, it's really nothing much, but is it a gun? Yay, thanks. Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat. Hey, what about Pearlie? You haven't forgotten her present, have you? Ah, no. I mean, yes. I mean, no. Are you doing this on purpose? Haha, guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year? Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. My photo? What is it? A magazine? Hey, I wanna see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced. What the hell? Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about you. Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case. Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. When was that issue from anyway? December of last year, which I guess makes it last month. Which makes it old news, you mean? Great. But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December. Someone stole my identity. So what do you think this is all about, Nick? If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility. No way. You don't mean a phony Nick? This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one too. Magazine clipping added to the court record. An article from December 5th says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. So, what are you gonna do about it, pal? What do you mean, what am I going to do about it? Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. My fault? How do you figure that? Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sorta. Yeah, see when what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. You better make this right, pal. Now. And that means taking the case back to court. Got it? Sounds like we've got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. And double jeopardy, you can't try him again, right? It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year. So you are taking the case, right? Good. I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then. Yep. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal? And bye. What the hell? Fade to black. I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. If a client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation, I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? Because the actual killer looked like me. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna act like I am Phoenix Wright and pin it on someone else. Or find the guy guilty or the innocent. Guilty, sorry, what am I talking about? What sort of a guy would do that? Bad guy? Death guy? Attorney's badge. It's my all-important badge. It shows that I am a defense attorney. Magatama, a present from Maya. It reacts to people who have secrets in their hearts. Magazine clipping. An article from December 5th says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. People, Maya Fey, 19, my assistant and a disciple in the Korean tradition of spirit channeling. Mia Fey, deceased, Maya's older sister and my eternal mentor in life and law, passed away 2 years ago. Godot, age unknown, a prosecutor who is shrouded in mystery. He seems to know me somehow. And Dick Gumshoe, age 32, homicide detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. Let's start by examining Charlie. Charlie, a quiet decorative plant. He's sort of a keepsake, something to remember Mia by. Sure, the office is a mess, but I never forget to water this little fella. Oh, that's good. There is a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over. And started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewater Land. I wonder if that bellboy is going to send me a greeting card this year too. I made him popular. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and she said she cried all night too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Difficult looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long that they are covered in a layer of dust. I guess I should at least pretend to read them once in a while. Wait, what about this? It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so it's still super neat and tidy from when Pearls cleaned it. Oh, that's good. With all these anxiety. Hey, look at my attorney's badge. So you've still got that badge, I see. Huh? Well, I'm a lawyer, aren't I? Yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep on being one for this long. You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job. I fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people. Wait, give me a sec. Alright, we got a Megatama. Do you know anything about this, Maya? Even someone as what the hell am I saying? Worldly, I can't speak, bro. Worldly wise as me doesn't know everything about everything, Nick. So I, the great Maya, am sad to say I can't tell you much about this object. A simple yes or no, Maya. It's not as if you had to give me a dissertation. Well, she did. I can't believe you've got an impersonator. I can't either. Sigh. Ah, but look on the bright side. Only famous stars have people impersonating them. This isn't funny, Maya. It's not just an impersonator. This guy stole my identity. And someone may have been wrongly convicted as a result. Guess you should have gone into showbiz, huh, Nick? Sigh, I will never understand how your mind works, Maya. Because then an impersonator couldn't do much, right? It's you, Maya Fey. So, how's your spirit medium training going? Well, I stand under the rushing waters of the shower head every day. That's called taking a shower. What happened to the rushing waters of a waterfall? Well, I'm kinda of taking a break. I'm having a bit of trouble right now, you know? Trouble? Last year's incident must still be on her mind. I haven't seen Maya train at all since that time. I think Mia said that it's because Maya's kind of torn these days. Yeah, look at Mia. Mia helped me out in court again last time. It's so cool that you get to meet my sis like that. Yeah, and you can't. We mediums lose consciousness when we are channeling, so I don't get to see my sis. I never really thought about it that way. Hey, if you want to meet Mia, just tell Pearls. Why don't we just have Pearls call her? No, I couldn't do that. Why? I'd be too worried about her. Is it dangerous? I guess Maya's got all sorts of things to think about too. Despite her immaturity saying otherwise. Wait. But I hear you say that. We have Godot. You know Godot? Still can't remember anything about Godot, huh? I don't know, apparently. I already told you, I have no idea who he is, let alone why he dislikes me so much. Well, he sure seems to have a problem with you for some reason. Yeah. You'd better watch your back, Nick. Coffee lovers can be quite bitter. You're just making that up, Maya. Might be true. Digging up an old case that's already been ruled on. That's not like Gumshoe, is it? No, he barely manages to stay on top of the cases in front of him. Yeah, he's always busy and gets dirt pay. I mean, look at that dusty old coat he wears. He should get paid more. Did you mean he gets paid dirt, or do you really think they pay him in gravel? Great. So either way, honestly, what to do? So, what's our first move? I guess we go down to the detention center and talk. Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't going to be jumping at the chance to meet you, right? Hey, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me. It was a fake me that did this. I wonder if he looks exactly like you. You're phony. Zine E-Hop, I mean. Great. Why? Why is it that name? The opposite of Phoenix? Pheonix? Yep, okay. I hope not. Shudder. And what kind of name for an evil double is Zine E-Hop anyway? Ah, Nick, I've got it. If you are going to ask whether I've got a twin brother, the answer is no. Spoil sport. Great. Any ideas? Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual, or was it just me? What do you mean? I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who's just found out he's going to be a dad or something. Whoa. Yeah, I guess he was acting kind of strange. Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick. Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya. Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you, then maybe it's because of our new guilty client? Great. Oh, he's not our client, bro. Criminal Affairs Department, let's see. Gumshoe just chilling here. January 6, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. It's been ages since we came down to the precinct, huh, Nick? Looks like Gumshoe isn't around. He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work. Give me a second now. Alright, he's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work. No, he's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case. Guess that means we should go to the detention center and chat with our killer, huh? After being convicted without a fair trial, I'm not sure killer is the right label. Hey, Chief. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Masked a mask turned up at the bank? What's he doing? Hands up, you scallywags. You're under arrest. Hey, that's our job. He became a vigilante. Looks like Ron Delights opted for a new career. Quit surfing the net, Chief. Sorry, I was just, things feel pretty tense in here. Yeah. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's just the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. No comment. Why are there two of them? Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute. That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force. So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not an it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief? Yep, meet the pink badger. Great. So one's called blue and the other's called pink, but they're both called badger? You got it. They're married with handcuffs. Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for you. Whoa, a mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep ocean. Incredible. Deep mascot. I think with the window. What does that say? Desk, fume, good job. I don't know what the hell that says. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they are a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. That's good. Ah, we got this guy again. This must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Now what? Don't die running a red light. Die the old-fashioned way of old age. We have a winner. Inject a bit of humor. That's the key. Hmm. He, he must be coming up with slogans for a safety campaign, I guess. Don't know with this guy. Detention center. Let's see who our supposed client was who was with the freaking fake Phoenix Wright. January 6th, detention center visitors room. This is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. I did not do anything. Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah! Oh, it's her. I know her. How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you... Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down. Aha, Are you... Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Maggie, remember? Maggie Bride. Maggie Bride. Ah. The police, right? Yeah. Maggie Bride. She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop too. Yep, I remember that case. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quit? Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Do you believe me? Oh, I see. So that's where we stand right now. I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time. But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. That's a good attitude. Camera. Smile, you're on candid camera. Okay. Normal. I've got this guard here. This guard monitors the visitors room. I bet they don't get too many waitresses in here. He looks like he's getting a bit restless. Why? Just because she's a waitress? Hey, look at my attorney's badge. That badge, is it real? Of course it's real. That's what they all say, but I've been duped before. Give it to me for a sec. Ah. Chomp, she's biting it. She bit into it. And I left a few teeth marks too. I can see that. I just wish I could remember if that means it's real or a fake. I said it was real. There's a number you can check on the back, you know. I know I used to be on the police force, sir. But I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can help you out with now is the menu at Tres Bien, sir. Aw, don't let it get you down, Maggie. Alright. Here's the article. Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article's about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Yes, sir. It was the morning after I had been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Me? Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Arg. Hey Maggie, was my evil double I am here too great? That's the name she was calling herself in the pot, right? So what if the pot is broken? She's like, oh, what if I start calling myself I am? Oh no, why is the pot painted? Sorry, with pink splotches. What if I wear a polka dot dress and start calling myself I am? Right, right. Was my evil double I am here too? No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. Oh, sigh. It would have been so cool. Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you cleared out this crime, you said, with that accent. Okay, I get the picture, but you've met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me? Hmm. I guess looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little? Well, okay, you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady. And you had an accent and whatever, blah blah. So the guy was nothing like me then. But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces. But it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Are they all scared of me or what? I don't think so. I say, thanks for your help last year. Oh, it was nothing. I'm glad we got you off the hook. I hope you can help me out this year too. Yeah, me too. It would be sweet if we could get that verdict overturned. And let me guess, it's not going to be pain facing us now? Yeah, fair. I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons on the clientele of Tres Bian, sir. Aw, don't tell to get you down, Maggie. Wait, what changed? I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons or the clientele of Tres Bian, sir. Okay, or not. Okay. But she doesn't know anything about Gadot as well. What do you know about Dick Gumshoe? Oh, Detective Gumshoe. He really looked out for me when I was on the force. Have you seen him recently? No, he's never been to the restaurant. Guess he's not a fan of French cuisine, huh? He is an instant noodle type of guy after all. Yeah, he prefers the simple things in life. Or he's just simply too poor to afford anything else. Maggie Bride, age 23, a waitress at Tres Bian, was found guilty of murder thanks to the phony me. No matter what happens, I never let things get me down. You're always so positive, aren't you, Maggie? Macho Maggie Bride, they say. The early bride catches the worm. A bride in the hand. Wow, all those phrases are named after you? And I never turn my back on anything. You're always so strong, aren't you, Maggie? Macho Maggie Bride, they say. I'm a tough old bride. Bird. I think it's bird. Not a bride. It's bird. Tough old bride. Bird. Tough old bird. Nick, hee hee, do you get it? Yeah, I get it. I'll still call her Bride. Letters are swapped. Maggie Bird. So how come you're dressed up like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. Heh, I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, I don't mind one bit. You're still saluting. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? The second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I am playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Downgrade, I would say. Yes, so yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me, you tell. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. What happened? This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month. And it happened at Tres Bien. Tres Bien? Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh. There were two men at the table, both drinking coffee. Come on, that other guy obviously looks like me, right? And then this guy, why does he have a freaking visor and like a CD? And then one of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just one sip and was grasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all. I'd never even seen the guy before. Oh. So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. Yeah. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right? Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele. He looked like me. So, you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway. How come? You tell me, Mr. Wright. I guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. Guilty verdict. So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man, the one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know, but nobody, not one person would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job. Look, that wasn't me, okay? And then they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket, the poison. What? A small bottle of poison. What? The poison? It was in your pocket. You must have slipped it in there. Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. And no one else saw this other guy. No, sir. That's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him. Other guy. I was the one who took the coffee to the two men. Can't you just show the bill? There were two coffees. Oh, and what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. Oh? I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. So it was a brand CD, maybe a band CD, maybe a promo disc. Maybe it was MC Screwdriver. Get serious, Maya. Would you buy the CD of a group named that? She might. Nah. What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC. And what about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember. Oh, great. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial? Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. So we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright? Do you think we'll win next time, sir? Oh. My life has been a full course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Yeah, she said that. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I have been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods. Failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. Ah, Zin E-Hop is really gonna pay for this. Well, what are you staring at me like that for? But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out. We'll find him. Don't you worry. We'll get Zin E-Hop. Hop. E-O-H-P. E-Hop. E-Hop. I don't know. For you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Tres Bien is then. Right. The restaurant where the murder took place. Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. Alright, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food. Well, let's head over. Is this guy back? Nope. All we can do is go to Tres Bien then. Okay, it's extremely pink. January 6th. Tres Bien. Do not cross, crime scene. Right. Oh my god. Have I seen that guy before? Wow, look at this place. Look, more like smell. What is with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's coming to seat us. Maybe there's no one here. Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant and it's open for business. Hello, anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. There's the owner. Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want. Yeah, I suppose we can. Start examining shit. What is this by the door? It's a rack full of fashion magazines and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then. There's something stuffed in behind the rack. A newspaper. Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages. Oh, Mech Bomber. There you go. 100,000. Mech Bomber and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Aha ha ha ha. The hat. Then you have a bomb with 500,000, 100,000. $100,000 maybe? I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. Oh, it's the band. This paper, it's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning. What? Court's paper added to the court record. Dates from December 3rd, the day of the incident, found at Tresbian. A paper from the day of the murder. This has got to be a clue. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper. Oh, and the thing is gone. It's a rack full of fashion magazines and they are all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Yeah, I'd look stunning in some of those Parisian frocks, huh? We found that sports paper behind this magazine rack earlier. I'd better try to find out everything I can about it. Okay. We have a freaking painting of the owner, the chef, this thing. It's the restaurant's front entrance, Fermi. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or close. It must be one of the or the other, but I don't know which since I don't know Jacques about French. Wait. I learned French in school, I remember none of it, so... Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look, fine Bon china cups. I never knew you were so cultured. Come on, Maya, this is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. Counter. Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money. No, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register that way. Great. A cash register. Welcome mat. Cool looking room. We have, let's see this side first. Window. Wow, it's a beautiful winter wonderland out there. Really? Cool, I love snow. Let me see. It's just outside, right? Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing. Got you. I was only kidding, Maya. Nick! There are lies that are okay to tell and lies that definitely aren't. All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. Right. Table. This table set nicely. It just needs a customer. What do you think this flower is, Nick? Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip and it's not a sunflower. I don't know. He only knows 2 flowers. Duh, even I could have told you that. Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Dang a bit, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. I don't need to know the flowers. Barrier. This restaurant has partitions that separates the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. Okay, so that's how Noah saw the other guy, I'm guessing. Outside, and then we have the crime scene. This must be the table where the murder occurred. I guess so, with all this police tape around it. And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know. Then why can I picture you doing just that? Great. I don't know why you can picture her doing that. Sounds like a you problem, but we've done everything we can here. Hey, what do you know about this sports paper? Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Did Goodson Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggie. That paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. And Guston got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh no. I found this paper in the magazine rack at Tres Bien. Really? That's strange. Tres Bien doesn't get these papers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of the customers left it behind? Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is this scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir. MC Bomber. That was the name that was written on the CD. Just as I thought. I guess it wasn't MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So, that $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. The Master of Korean, or the Spirit Song, or even Maya's theme. Great, incredible. What the hell is going on here? 1 second. Alright, let's continue. Okay, Maya. So, if the sampled CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim. I mean, you can see it. It's right there. You're right. So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick? I'm guessing we need to go back to the police station. But before I do that... Oh, someone's here. Look at that. January 6th, Très bien. Oh la la, bonjour. Welcome to La Très bien. Oh, hello. What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Oh my god. Okay. Bienvenue. Welcome to my petite restaurante. Huh? B Avenue? Oh, non, my petite tulip. Huh? Me? Look at this face. Like a kitten rejected by its own mother. You are fatigued, no? Alors, you need this. An aromatic bath oil melangerie of La Neroli and La Rose. My personal recommendation. You think I need what? Are you selling that, I'm guessing? Oui, oui. Just add a couple of drops of this mixture to la bath water and voila! It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic. Great, good job. Really? And for la monsieur? Who? Me? Look at that face, like la puppy rejected by life itself. You are fatigued, no? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot and maybe an hint of... Oui, oui. I will add la peppermint and la clary sage for a fragrance exceptional. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur. My beauty? Elaros, if you will be seated, I will bring you the special menu of the day. Actually, we are not here to eat. We are lawyers. Ma bien sûr. I know this already, monsieur. You are La Phoenix Wright, no? Yes, you know me? Maurice, oui, oui. I never forget a man who flirts with me, especially in court. I guess he was cross-examined by our mysterious Zin Ehop. It looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already. I wonder what sort of impression Zin Ehop's been leaving on people, don't you? Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am Jean Armstrong. Enchanté! Okay, continue examining. The magazines. It's a rack full of fashion magazines and they're all in French. Looks like Mr. Armstrong doesn't get any newspapers. Well, it wouldn't exactly suit the feel of the place, would it? Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic, like in these mags, Maya? Yeah, I'd look stunning in some of those Parisian frocks, huh? We found that sports paper behind this magazine rack earlier. I'd better try to find out everything I can about it. It just keeps changing every time. There's like a new thing. Anyway, now that this guy is here, nothing changes. Okay. Guess I'll just present stuff. Why does he have such big red eyes? Holy. Where's my Megatama? Attorney's badge. Please, monsieur. There is no need to show me that. You are Mon Phoenix Wright, the worst defense attorney in town. I think I can imagine how he formed this completely wrong impression of me. The last time we met, did I show you this badge? Oui, you flashed it to everyone in the restaurant. Looks like Zin Ehop is a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick. Impossible. Magazine clipping. I am not a lawyer myself. I do not wish to speak out of turn. But your defense in court that day was a little, how do you say, lacking perhaps? Sigh. Even a Frenchman who cannot speak any English could have done a better job. You were very cool though. Oui, oui, oui. So handsome. Wow, I wonder just how bad the defense could have been. Probably very bad. Every time you opened your mouth, the old courthouse stirred. Oh man, that is something I don't want to imagine. Left by a customer, MC Bomber. What do you know about this magazine? We found this sports paper in the magazine rack here. One of my customers must have left it behind. Do you have any idea which customer it was? The only ideas I have, mademoiselle, I save for my kitchen. Well, we'll save here. We'll talk about people in the next one. And I'll see you in the next one.